question. Show that the following linear programming problem has an unbounded solution. So max z equal to 2x2 plus x3 such that x1 plus x2 minus twice x3 less than or equal to 7, and second constraint is minus 3x1 plus x2 plus twice x3 less than or equal to 3. So here you see first objective function is maximization, so no problem. If minimization, then convert it into the maximization. So here maximization problem. And next one is constraint. Here you see right hand side constant term. First constraint constant is 7, and second constraint constant means bi is 3. So here you see, we use here which variable? Slack or surplus
Slack.
for making equality? Slack variable.
Slack variable.
Okay. Yes, slack variable. So here I have written introducing slack variable S1 and S2 in the given problem in the standard form is max z equal to. So here in objective function you see x1 term is missing, so I have written 0 into x1. If you do not write, then okay, but just you remember here coefficient of x1 is 0. Okay, then twice x2 plus x3, then constraint are first constant x1 plus x2 minus twice x3 plus s1. So immediately you write in the objective function plus 0 into s1. And when we use s2 in the second constraint, then you write in the objective function s2, 0 into s2. Okay, this is 0 into x2, not x. S2 I have written. If you write x2, x3, x4, x4 and x5, no problem. Okay, S4 and x4 and x5 you can use, no problem. So here next we consider what? Next we from here find out the basic variable. So basic variable, how to find out? So here total number, when we introduce slack variable, then total number of variable is 5 and equation is 2. So 5 minus 2 equal to 3. So 3 variable is equal to 0. So which 3 variable is equal to 0? x1, x2, x3, 0. Then we get the value of, you see here just you will correct. I have written, so this one you write S1. Okay, if you write here S1, then you write this is S1. Clear this one, Arbaj?
Yes, sir.
S S1 equal to 7. Everyone you will correct this one. S1 equal to 7. And similarly, S2 equal to 3. So which are initial basic feasible solution? Next we make the table. Okay. Next we make the table. So all of you see the first problem, first page. So you see, all of you see the table. So table will be same. First, we shall write B. B means basic feasible solution, means variable, basic variable. CB means coefficient of the basic variable. Then XB is current initial basic feasible solution. Then Y1 represent X1, y2 represent x2, y3 represent x3, s1 here remains same, s1, s2, s2. And you see cj represent the coefficient of the basic feasible solution. So here how to fill up cj? So cj 7 and 3. Next, Z equal to formula is CB into XB. Means CB column is 0 comma 0 and XB column is 7 comma 3. So 0 into 7 plus 0 into 3, so ultimately 0. So Z equal to 0. Then delta J, so delta J equal to, you see I have calculate up to delta 3. So you will calculate up to here delta 1. The first delta 1 will be what? Delta 1 equal to C1 minus CB into Y1. All of you have seen this one, delta 1 equal to formula. Oboni paisane delta 1 equal to Oboni present or absent? Abhilasha?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so delta 1 equal to C1 minus CB into Y1. What is the value of C1? Tirth, what is the value of C1? Tirth Agarwal. Omoresh, what is the value of C1? Omlanjyoti?
0.
0. C1 means, you see, in CJ here, first element is C1, second one is C2, means C1 is 0, C2 is 2, C3 is 1, C4 is 0, C5 is 0. Okay, so delta 1. So in delta J, so first delta is delta 1. So 0 minus CB is 0 comma 0 comma 0 0 comma 0 and Y1 is 1 comma minus 3. So after calculation 0. Delta 2, after calculation you see 2. Delta 3 is 1. Similarly delta 4 and delta 5 you will get 0. So can we get an optimal solution? Anuj, from first table can we get an optimal solution? Arif?
No, sir.
No. So here what we find out? Here we shall find out what? Sudeep?
Sir, incoming and outgoing vector and pivot.
Incoming. Yes, so here first this does not gives us a means optimal solution. So we find out here what will be our maximum delta J. This gives us the incoming vector, because next our aim to find out the minimum ratio. So minimum ratio formula is XB by incoming vector. So here incoming vector is, here 2 is maximum value of delta J. So Y2 column is our incoming vector. Okay, so Y2 column is incoming vector. So minimum ratio equal to XB by a corresponding element of incoming vector. So 7 divided by 1 means 1 means Y2 column. So 7 by 1 is 7. So next one is xb element in second row is 3 and corresponding element of incoming vector is what? 1. So 3. So say in 7 and 3, 3 is minimum. In 7 and 3, 3 is minimum. So this one will be 7 3 minimum. So intersecting element of incoming vector and minimum ratio row gives us the pivot element. So 1 is our pivot element. Okay, 1 is our pivot element. So one is pivot element. So here S2 is minimum ratio row. So here outgoing vector will be S2 out, and this is replaced by the incoming vector y2. So in the second table you see S2 in B column, S2 is replaced by Y2 and S1 remains same. Okay, so the next one, coefficient of Y2 is 2, and then we divide all the elements of second row of the first table divided by the pivot element. So 1, so no problem, all remain same. 3 by 1 is 3, minus 1 by 3 is minus 3, 1 by 1 is 1, 2 by 1 is 2, 0 by 1 is 0, 1 by 1 is 1. Okay, so and y2 column will be replaced by s2 column, so 0 1. So y2 column you can directly write 0 and 1. Okay, so first row, how to calculate? So what will be the in the second table, how to replace by this first element of the first table? 7 is replaced by what, Arbaj? 7 is replaced by, how to calculate in the new table?
So the formula is like old element minus intersection of key row and key column divided by pivot element.
So here what we write?
So 7 minus
Mm,
7 minus 1
mm,
multiplied
yes.
by 3 divided by
Mm,
1.
1. Yes, good. So 7 minus 1 into 3 divided by 1. So ultimately this is equal to 7 minus 3. So ultimately we get 4. Okay. So Sudeep, next element, first row, y 1 is replaced by what? 1 is replaced by what? How to calculate? Element 1.
Sir, 1 minus 1 into minus 3 divided by 1.
Yes, good. So 1 minus 1 into minus 3 divided by 1. So ultimately we get this is 4. And next one is automatically 0. And y3 column, minus in y3 column, first row is minus 2. How to replace? Minus 2 into minus 1 into 2 divided by 1. So ultimately this is minus 4. And next one will be 1 minus 1 into 0 divided by 1. So 1, 0 minus 1 into 1 divided by 1. So ultimately this is minus 1. Okay, so next, similarly you find out the value of z equal to cb into xb. So z equal to cb into xb, after multiplying we get the value is 6, because 0 into 4 is 0, and 2 into 3 is 6, and delta j value will be, so here you see same as earlier, cj delta j equal to means delta 1 equal to c1 minus cb into y1. After calculation 6, delta 2 value is 0, delta 3 is value is minus 3, delta 4 value is 0, delta 5 value is minus 2. Okay, so second table is clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so okay, so here delta j again what? Positive. 6 is positive, so we cannot get an optimal solution. So our y1 column is our incoming vector, and minimum ratio will be xb by y1. So this one will be 4 by first one will be xb by y. 4 by 4 is 1, and 3 by minus 3 is negative value, we will not write. So our outgoing vector will be s1. Clear? Our outgoing will be S1. So in the third table, you see S1, S1, S1 vector is replaced by what? S1 variable is replaced by which variable?
y1.
The
Y1.
third y1. Yes, good y1. So similarly, coefficient of y1 is 0, and next you see we divide this first row means key row is divided by the pivot element. So our pivot element is 4. So 1 1 0 minus 1 minus yes, minus 1 1 by 4. Then this one is minus 1 by 4. And y2 row, how to 3 is replaced in y2, how to 3 replace?
So 4
Anyone?
minus 4 into 3 by 4.
3 to 4 to না হয়তো 3 দীপাংশু,
So
yes.
Y2 be eliminated. No.
y2 to কেনেকা রিপ্লেস কৰিম?
Sir, old element
মানে
minus formula to kone sir?
ফৰ্মুলা নেলাগে, তুমি এলিমেন্টটো কৈ দিয়া।
Sir, 3 minus 4 into minus 3 by 4.
Yes. So 3 minus 3 into 4 divided by 4. So ultimately minus minus plus 6. And second element minus 3 is automatically, this is by outgoing, this one is replaced by the outgoing vector. So this one will be uh, so one is 2. Yes. Second one will be S1. Na? S1 Y2. So this Y1 Y2. Y1, then Y2. Y2, this will be our yes, our outgoing vector will be here, column is S1. You see arrow mark is S1. So arrow mark is S1. So this is replaced by 1 comma 0. Directly we can write 1 comma 0, and then next one is replaced by 1 minus 3 into 0 divided by 4. So 1, then 2 minus 3 into minus 4 is divided by 4. Then this is minus 1. Then 0 minus 3 into minus 4 divided by 4. So ultimately this one will be the 3 by 4, and next one is 1 by 4. So you see calculation part is okay or not? This one is 0 minus 3, it's okay. 2 minus minus, so in y3,
So in
2 minus
the
3,
y2 column, like the for like one, it will be one minus minus 3 into 0 divided by 4. So like how is it like one the answer? Shouldn't it be 0? Like
uh, y3 column na,
no sir, the y2 column, the column which is 0 1,
y2 column will be
the column which is 0 1.
y2 column will be y2 column, you see 1 minus 3 into 0 divided by 4. So this part is 0 na, so
So like,
ultimately
but
1.
you have written 1, so that's why I'm confused. So in the table,
Hmm?
so in the last
In the
table you have
table,
written 1.
table number what? Table number 3.
So table number last one is 3, I guess. Yes, last one is 3. So in the third table the answer should be 0, like for the y2 column.
Y2 column.
Yeah.
Answer how to 0?
So like in y2
Yeah,
column, I mean, there is like 0 1 now, 0 and 1. So for the one part, that answer should be 0, right? Because from the previous table, the formula is 1 minus 3 into 0. So like divided by 4. So the
Hmm.
top part is 0. So 0 by 4 is
Hmm.
0. So yeah, 0 by 4 is 0.
Now how 0 by 4? 1 minus na? Not
Oh
1
yeah,
into
okay. So like
1.
so minus
You
minus become
write
plus. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I was confused about
1
that.
minus 3 into 0 divided by 4. So 1 minus numerator will be 0 by 4, 0. So 1 ultimately.
Yes, sir.
Clear, Arbaj?
Yes, sir.
Now 1 or 0? 1. You write in your copy 1 minus 3 into 0 divided by 4. Dipanshu, this is 1. It's
Yes,
okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Arbaj, now okay. Roshni,
So like
Ishita,
first you have to multiply the minus 3 with like 0, right? Then we like minus it from the old element. So like 1 minus, then in bracket
first,
minus 3 into 0, right?
first you see, formula is what?
Uh,
New element.
yes,
New
sir.
element in means new table. Which element you calculate?
Yes, sir.
So new element equal to old element. So what is our old element?
1.
1. So 1 old element minus, okay,
Yes, sir.
minus, then you write bracket, minus, then write bracket, intersecting of key row key column. So what is our
So
intersecting of
so
key row key column?
so minus 3 multiplied by
Minus
0.
3, 0
Yes, sir.
divided by pivot element 4. So
Yes, sir.
bracket close. So second part is totally 0 na?
So
1
the
minus
yeah,
0.
so it will be 1 by 4, no? Because like top part has like
How
1
1
minus
by
0.
4?
Yeah, so like I mean you have written 1 only, so like I was like confused about like that part.
Not 1 by 4. You see, I am audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just you see, I sent one this one in WhatsApp. Just you see. This one second part is totally separate, na? Why you second part is mixed up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is 1 minus, then minus part is what? Minus part is minus 3 into 0 divided by pivot element
So
4.
like now I
So
realize
this
that the like pivot element is being divided by the second part, not the first part. So like I think I misunderstood for this case. Like old element
this one
minus
pivot
yeah.
element is
Yes, sir. I got it now.
uh, old element. I have say like this, new element equal to old element, okay, minus old element minus, then you write bracket, intersecting of key row key column divided by pivot. So pivot element is not divided by the whole. This is clear.
Yes, sir.
Pivot element is not divided by the whole. Pivot element is not divided by the old element also. Not divided. Clear this one?
Yes, sir. Now it's clear.
Now it's clear. Okay. Second, you see, second part is pivot element is divided only the second part, not the first old element. Everyone okay? Ishita?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is 1 and this one is and 1, after that 2 minus 3 minus 3 into minus 4 divided by 4. So ultimately this is minus 1. Okay. Next one is 3 by 4 and then this one is 1 by 4. Okay. So same way you calculate Z value. So Z value will be CB into XB means 12 and delta J value is here you
साढ़े
see
दस
delta J.
हाँ
Keshav, anything? So delta J value is 0, 0, 3, minus 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. So here you see delta J value is here 3 is positive. So 3 is our incoming vector. Means y3 is our incoming vector. Okay, 3 positive incoming vector. So what will be its minimum ratio? What will be its minimum ratio? Anyone? What will be its minimum ratio in the third table?
So
Arbas?
y1,
Yes.
y1.
So the
Sudeep?
according to the formula, I mean, for like y1 it should be 1, and for y2 it should be 0. Like because like I mean like 1 by 1 and 6 by 0.
The delta 1 value is after calculating what? Delta 1 value. Delta 1 value is 0, it's okay.
Yes, sir.
Delta 2 value is again 0, it's okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Delta 3 value is 3.
Yes, sir.
Delta 4 value is minus 3 by 2, then okay.
Yes, sir.
Delta 5 value is minus 1 by 2. Okay. So here which one is your maximum delta J? Y3 vector is your maximum delta J.
Yes, sir.
So minimum ratio equal to what? XB by
Three.
XB by Y3. Yes. So minimum ratio. So how to calculate? 1 by how to calculate 1 by minus 1, so negative value, then 6 by minus 1, again negative value. So can we find out here minimum ratio?
No, sir.
পাম নাকি minimum ratio?
No, sir.
No, here you see both gives us the negative. Okay, so for this reason I have written here, you see here delta 3 equal to 3 is maximum positive value of delta J. So incoming vector is y3, but none of the components of y3 is positive. Y3 component is what? Minus 1 and minus 1. So for this reason I have written none of the components of y3 is positive. So minimum ratio cannot be evaluated. Thus their problem has no finite optimal, hence the problem has unbounded solution. Clear this one? Because next, this problem does not gives us an finite optimal value, so this gives us an unbounded solution. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Roshni?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. So this one, this is type of, if as here already mentioned, show that the following problem has an, okay, see the question, show that the following problem has an unbounded solution. If sometime not mentioned, solve the following problem. Then you write after this gives us an unbounded solution. Okay. Acha. Next, third page you see the solution of LPP by artificial variable technique. Solution of LPP by artificial variable technique. So, when we apply artificial variable, you see artificial variable we use if the constant sign is greater than or equal to symbol present. Okay, or sometime equal to symbol also present. So you see In a linear programming problem, some constraint have signs greater than or equal to with corresponding bi positive. Then we introduce surplus variables in the constraint with greater than or equal to sign. In this type of problem, we cannot get the starting basis matrix B as unit matrix. So to avoid the difficulty, we add one more variable to each of such constraints, which are called artificial variable. Okay, so here you see, if the constraint inequality is less than or equal to, then which variable we use? If the constant contains less than or equal to, then which variable use for equality?
So surplus.
Sir,
No, no.
slack variable.
Oh, sorry, yes, like
Less than থাকলে, yes, less
less than
than, then
constant,
slack
yes.
Slack
variable.
variable.
Yes, slack variable. And slack variable, when we use, then we get what? Identity matrix or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
if two equation, then we get the identity matrix of order 2. If three equation, then identity matrix of order 3. Okay, three in equation is given, then we use three select variable s1, s2, s3. Okay, suppose if greater than or equal to symbol is present in the constraint, then can we use here select variable greater than symbol present in the constraint?
No.
No. Then you see, then we use which variable?
Surplus variable.
Surplus variable, yes. So minus, suppose minus s1. Okay. Then in the second equation, we use minus s2. Clear? In the first equation, we use in equation we use minus s1. Second in equation we use minus s2. Okay. So in first equation, if we use minus s1 and second equation in minus s2, then what happen? Can we get an identity matrix?
No, sir.
No. What type of matrix we get? Element will be like what? Coefficient will be like what? Anyone?
Sir, negative coefficients.
Means what we write? Minus 1, 0, then 0, minus 1.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Minus 1, 0, 0, minus 1. Should you clear, Arbaz? Everyone clear this one? So
Yes.
Yes, sir.
minus 1, 0 and 0, minus 1. So this is an identity matrix. Can we say that this is identity matrix?
No, sir.
No, identity matrix should be what? 1, 0,
What?
0, 1. Yes. So for avoiding this one and getting identity matrix, we add, when we subtract in the first equation minus s1, immediately we add another artificial variable, say one artificial variable, say a1. Artificial starting name is a, so capital A1. In the second inequation, if we use surplus variable, say minus s2, immediately add artificial variable, say a2. So you see, in the first equation then contain plus a1, second in equation then contain plus a2. Okay, then we get 1001. Clear this one?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Clear?
sir.
So sometime ask question, why we use artificial variable? What will be your answer?
Sir, to get unit matrix.
X. Okay, this one, everyone? Arif?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Arbaj, then okay, na? Okay. So just you see and try to solve. And calculation portion you will again calculate all the table. You will practice at least one problem you practice, and if it's clear then you can solve any problem, because this is same as earlier, all the table calculation same as earlier. Okay, so new element, how to calculate, everyone you see, new element equal to formula I have given, new element equal to old element, then minus, then separately minus, then you can write first bracket, then in numerator write intersection of key row and key column divided by pivot element. So pivot element is not divided by the whole, old element is separate, then minus, then first bracket, in bracket you write intersection of key row and key column divided by the pivot elements. It's okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So next, response your name.